Hi, I'm Michael Isikoff, and here's the latest on what to expect this week as the Senate trial of Donald Trump wraps up. After 2 weeks of pomp and circumstance and seemingly endless debate, the Senate trial will end this week, and the outcome is about as certain as anything can be in American politics. Donald Trump will not be convicted and removed from office. So what happens now? First, you'll hear hours of debate as each side delivers their closing arguments. Then on Tuesday night, there's the State of the Union. Trump will be greeted with thunderous applause and a standing ovation from Republicans crowded into the House chamber, while Democrats almost certainly will be sitting on their hands, stone silent, glaring at the president. And then on Wednesday, the final vote. It actually could be more interesting than you expect. While we know the ultimate outcome, there are still a few question marks out there. 2 Republicans, Mitt Romney of Utah and Susan Collins of Maine, voted for hearing witnesses. But how will they vote on whether Trump should be convicted? Hard to say, but the betting odds are that at least Collins will end up voting for acquittal. Romney is a wild card, but I'll go out on a limb and predict that he too won't vote for conviction. An even more interesting question is, what about those handful of Democrats in Trump-friendly states? Doug Jones of Alabama, Kristen Sinema of Arizona, Joe Manchin of West Virginia. If they stick with the rest of the Democratic caucus, this will end up a purely partisan vote. But if one or more of them bolt, they will hand Trump a powerful talking point, that he was acquitted on a bipartisan basis. My prediction, the Democrats will hold firm on the first article, abuse of power. But at least one Democrat, and maybe more, will vote no on the second article, obstruction of Congress. Finally, what happens down the road? What is the legacy of this impeachment trial? Democrats are already saying that the acquittal doesn't count because the Senate trial was a sham because it didn't hear witnesses. Republicans counter that the entire impeachment process was a sham from the beginning and doesn't count either. They'll continue to shout at each other for months to come. But there is still John Bolton out there. He's got a book. It could be published as early as next month. And he'll be doing TV interviews everywhere he can, saying exactly what he heard the president say about Ukrainian aid and why he objected. What exactly John Bolton has to say and how he says it may count a lot more than anything else as to how this impeachment trial will look down the road.